The morning this bombshell dropped, we were actually in Phoenix at the Super Bowl, and I opened the show by saying, congratulations, Phoenix. I think you just won the NBA championship.
Right.
I'm going to stand by that, but I don't disagree with one word you just uttered because there are a whole bunch of ifs, most of them injury
You taking them over the Clippers? I thought you loved the Clippers.
Kevin bleepin Durant
Kawhi bleepin Leonard
is a Phoenix Sun? Are you kidding me? I do believe that last night, late on TNT, I watched a Western Conference Finals preview.
Oh, okay.
And I do believe it's going to be Suns Clippers in that finals, in the Western Conference Finals, and it will go 7 games. Last night, one team was without Norman Powell, who is their third star for the Clippers.
Yeah.
He's elevated into to at least bench star status.
Yes.
He might be the 6th man of the year now that Russ has kind of faded into the background for the moment. We're going to get to that in a few minutes because somehow the Clippers are actually pursuing Russ, which is, if that happens, I'm completely out on the Clippers. I'm out.
And they're looking at him as a star,
out.
too.
That's what it's the only way he's going to sign with them. He's holding all the cards now. That's what they say. The other team last night did lose, but it was without Kevin bleepin Durant.
Right.
So the first point I want to make to you is I have closely observed Kevin for years and years since he was at the University of Texas. He is simply the thinnest skinned superstar I have ever closely observed. That part I don't love about him. I don't love it that on Twitter he had burner accounts. You're so far above that. You're going to stoop to burner accounts to defend yourself anonymously on Twitter. You're kidding.
Right.
You are Kevin bleepin Durant. Well, yesterday he was. And yesterday, it was actually shocking to me. He embraced the challenge. He just flat out said, we got all the pieces. The previous Kevin wouldn't have said that. He would have been more like what you just said. Well, we got a long way to go, and we got to see if we can get enough games together, and it's going to be hard, and we all have had our injury histories, and he would say things like that. He would qualify.
Yes, you also heard him in that thing. He's like, I understand the pressure. He said the pressure is because I'm one of the best, greatest players.
He just acknowledged that.
I'm one of the best players all time.
And I was like, wow.
He didn't say currently playing.
No.
He said, I'm one of the best players all time.
And he said it matter-of-factly, like he actually, truly believes that.
But he ain't lying.
Okay? Thank you.
He is.
Thank you. So what did I see from the Suns just last night without Kevin? Listen, I know they lost a lot of firepower, and Mikal Bridges just scored, whatever it was, 45 up at Brooklyn. But I'm watching T.J. Warren come off the bench for the Suns, and he came over in the trade. I have always liked him. I have always loved Terrence Ross, and he backed out of a deal to go, I think, to Dallas, like a buyout deal, and came to the Suns because I think he wants to hop on the bandwagon and see if he can win a ring.
A lot of wide open shots with
Okay,
KD.
you got that. And he came off the bench last night and was lighting it up. That kid Okogie last night, I don't know if you got to watch it, he's just electric. He comes in and he lights up the scoreboard.
Right.
Okay, so they're not without depth. They're not top-heavy as you know what, as LeBron once said about the Cavaliers. And not only do the Phoenix Suns have a big 3, but they should have a big 4 because, to your point, when DeAndre Ayton, he's got a little bit of AD in him, when he decides, he can dominate.
Yes.
Okay? I didn't even look at the box score. What did he wind up with last night? It wasn't.
18 and 6.
Okay. The
That
6 is
even
no good. No.
No.
Okay. But you know and I know he's capable of 20 and 10 or 12.
Yes.
Right? And they're going to need that from him going forward. But to your point, you don't always get it. He's feuded, obviously, with Monty Williams. And yet, now that you've got the firepower up above you, maybe it inspires him to rise to the level that he should play at.
Right. Yeah,
All I know is, as I told you in Phoenix, the reason they fit together is that the egos fit together.
Yeah.
Nobody is that ball dominant. Book is shooting dominant, but he's not a get out of my way and let me go solo over here.
Well, Skip, here's the thing. Normally, with the exception of maybe a handful of places, where is Kevin Durant going where he isn't the best player? I understand what Book is. He ain't that.
Nope.
Even Kyrie can say, he ain't that.
Nope.
Steph was great, but isn't a better player than that. So there's not a whole lot of places that Kevin Durant doesn't walk in the gym and everybody look, well, that's the best player.
Okay, and what happened at the hotel in Phoenix when you walked up and looked up at him?
Yeah, he legit 7 foot tall.
He's 7 feet
He's
tall,
7 foot
and
tall.
he's long. Yeah.
When I walked in, he had his back turned. I was like, "That's gotta be Kevin Durant," because he had a trench, he had an overcoat on, and his legs like this here. I said, "Man, somebody standing on either that's Kevin Durant or somebody standing on stilts."
Right?
Yes, and it was KD.
I once walked up to him in a hotel hallway,
Yeah.
and I looked up. I said, "That man is towering."
Yeah,
Okay, and he can shoot it.
yeah,
So the point is, he is the most efficient superstar scorer I've ever seen
Yeah.
because he doesn't actually need or demand the basketball to score. He can do it efficiently and quietly, and his ego is maybe the smallest of any superstar ever in this league